I read Rahu lacks support, unlike other grahas. So if Rahu causes trouble, then other than stone or mantras, can one try Ayurveda to rebalance one of the three doshas? Now, first and foremost, I want you, everyone there, to understand what is Rahu. Now, the planet Rahu is one of the most malefic planets in our astrological arena and is perceived to bring most of the adverse impacts on human life. This is what our Vedic astrologers say. It makes the life of a person tough and carries harshness and hurdles in people's life. The native of shadow planet Rahu would require to walk over a fragile path and would be made to confront many obstacles, as it is very rare and with very few combination of placements when Rahu emerges benefic and positive. Okay, now this is according to the Vedas, but I want you to understand that even though they say that Rahu is a planet, frankly speaking, Rahu and Ketu placements are there in every chart, which we call it the dragon's head and the dragon's tail. According to our studies, Rahu is a planet that weakens the elements in our body, and our body is made out of these four energies or elements, as we call it: water, air, earth and fire. So the fire and water element is a bit weak when wherever the Rahu is placed, or that particular zodiac cannot give its full impact, the zodiac in which the Rahu is placed. Now, let's say for example the Rahu is placed in a water energy zodiac. It's either in Pisces or in Scorpio, or it could be in Cancer. It means that the water energies in a person's body is very weak. So if we don't want to wear a stone, or if we don't want to we can't take medicines for it. My simple philosophy would be, or phenomena would be, that please drink a lot of water. And whenever you want to think rationally, go by the seaside or go by the riverside where you are inhaling a lot of water energies. It will help you overcome the obstacles. Now, just being by the waterside or drinking water is not going to help you overcome the obstacle. Basically, your thinking will become more rational as the water energies in your body will become balanced. So once the water energies are balanced, you are able to become more practical than emotional. Because when the water energies are weak or they are overabundant, our emotions go haywire. So that is what is about the Rahu. Now, in case if the Rahu is, let's say, placed in a fire zodiac, let's say it's placed in Aries, or it's placed in Leo, or it's placed in Sagittarius. Now, they are completely empowered by fire. It means that your emotions are always volatile. You are always riding on a high horse. You're always taking probably you're very impulsive about your actions. How do we mellow down that fire? I would say please don't take alternative medicines. That time doing meditation and yoga will do you more good rather than inhaling medicines or taking oral things that, okay, I need to control the fire energy in me. No, meditation and yoga does control the fire energy in a person. You become more calmer and you're able to handle your life in a much more practical and rational way. If Rahu is in a earth zodiac, that is the time. Now earth would be Taurus, then it would be Virgo, then it would be Capricorn. Now if the Rahu is in these three houses, that is the time. It means that you are a person who is very grounded, and you are a person who has a habit of taking over the responsibilities so much that you are always facing obstacles. Any person who takes or bites more than he can chew, the problems are bound to occur. So it's important for you to understand that, okay, my Rahu is in an earth sign, my Rahu is in the earth house. So now what do? It means that be more realistic. Now how do I, rather than again taking alternative medicines, like let's say, because stones have a direct impact on balancing the energies of the body, but taking alternative medicines, one can never be sure. Because these days there's so much about organic and inorganic. Can you be sure that the ingredients that you're getting are very pure? So why do you want to stuff your body with all these medicines when there are practical ways of overcoming it? My first and foremost practicality is stones. You don't want to wear the stones, fine. Then yoga and meditation for the fire houses. Going by the water side and drinking a lot of water is for the houses that are water signs. Then when we come to the earth signs, my thing would be a lot of exercise and going for long walks. Getting your adrenaline rush. Because earth energies are very lazy. They tend to procrastinate. They tend to, get so bogged down by the nitty-gritties of life that they do not take out time for their own space. And any individual who says, I don't have time, will never have time. So you have to take out time. And you have to discern practically what are the responsibilities you should take over or you shouldn't take over. So when you're taking out a me time for you and going out for your walk or going for your gymming or doing some heavy exercise that can burn off that excess and maybe distract you from the real problems, you'll be able to think better, you'll be able to rationalize and solve your problems in a much better and a much healthier way. Now, if the Rahu is in the air signs, like for example, the Rahu is in Gemini, or it is in Libra, or it is in Aquarius. Now, air signs are always wandering. Air signs, the mind wanders. It doesn't have any box where it can, or it gets stuck. So whenever the Rahu is there, obstacles are bound to happen. Like I spoke about Rahu initially, that it does bring in, it's very fragile. It does bring in obstacles. It's basically testing your patience. It's basically telling you that these are the things, and it actually confuses you. It's a planet of disillusions and illusions. So in the air energy, when it is, how do you handle yourself? Basically, a person will become exasperated, he'll become again very impulsive, he probably may think something like things which are not realistic, you're being unrealistic. So what do I do to handle these energies when my Rahu is in the air house and I'm unable to think rationally? Again, you could probably get into yoga, you could get into meditation, you could get into a combination of all the three. Go by the riverside, or do your yoga or meditation, get your adrenaline rush a little higher, get into gymming and exercising. You will realize that slowly and steadily, because you must understand air can fit into anywhere. So when an individual practices yoga and meditation, or he practices going by the river and by the water side and drinking a lot of water, or getting his adrenaline rush through the exercises or through sports, every individual whose Rahu is in the air sign will get his calling, what suits him the best. So you could select anything out of the three and make your life much healthier and much stronger, and you'll be able to think practically, think rationally, and overcome all your obstacles.